Welcome into another episode of Still Talking. I'm getting better at these Still Gang. We've had Jamie Hutchinson, we've had Paddy the Baddie, we've had a solo episode, we've had Aaron Hunt, and now we have beautiful Sam Tay. He does skits, future comedian, he's funny as anything, and his name is Baldylocks in 3 years.
That's the one.
Why is it called Baldylocks in 3 years?
I just found it funny, you know. Just like Goldilocks and the 3 bears, it's Baldylocks and the 3 hairs.
Brandable straight away.
Lad,
You're a
straight
man who
away,
knows
on
his
top.
stuff.
Get it done. Now you've got me, lad. Now it's where to get serious.
So now we're having a conversation outside which got a bit serious, and I just want to jump straight back into it. You were saying to me, like, you've got dreams and, you know, things you dream of every day of becoming and things you want to move to. Touch on it for me so that the audience know what we were touching on.
Yeah, so we were speaking outside, weren't we? And I just said that obviously Ryan, everyone knows Ryan, everyone knows you, lad. He's done amazing, lad. And I just think for myself as a kid, I've always wanted to do something more than just the average Joe. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to just be sat at home or be in work 9 to 5 for the rest of my life, because I find that, like, boring, lad. Just like anyone. Do you know what I mean? So for me, in the next 4 years, I'm giving myself a 4-year span. If I've not improved in 4 years to the point where I don't have to work anymore and my family doesn't have to work anymore, my mum and dad especially, plus me bird, who will probably be my wife by then, like,
You're putting yourself on a tight rope, aren't you? A very cut deadline.
But 4 years to me, I'm not saying 4 years I need to retire my ma. I'm saying 4 years I want to be in a better position than I am now, to the point where I'm not doing content, I'm just doing content. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not saying, like, in 4 years I want to have a mansion, I'm rich.
Yeah,
and
you're
focused.
saying you
Like,
want
I
the freedom enough
want the freedom in 4 years.
It's so interesting because you've grew your social media to up to 500,000 across platforms.
Mm-hmm.
Impressive.
Yeah,
well done.
It is,
like,
nice one,
you know what I mean? Like, you're talking about full time. Some
it.
people make the jump before they've even hit that milestone.
Yeah. I just think I'm just going to choose the right time. I think for myself, because obviously if people do know me, then I do the comedy skits and stuff like that. And that's just like a slight touch on my personality.
And you want to showcase more?
Yeah, and I want to showcase that more, in the sense of it doesn't have to just be a skit. It can just be me being me.
I want to know, you touched on it there a little bit, what motivated you to post your first video? You go back to the very start. You're a young lad. How long have you been doing content for?
Since COVID. So, just
How
after
old was
COVID,
you?
I was 20.
Okay, 20 years
4
of
years.
age. You get your phone. What makes you post that video? Be honest.
I seen TikTok, when obviously was quite a big app, wasn't it? At that time, like when COVID hit.
Yeah.
Like, it was mad, wasn't it? Like, you could post anything, you get like 7 mil.
Yeah, it'd go
views
viral
in seconds. So I thought, I'll just post loads of things. Like, if I was to go back and actually watch them, they've all been removed now. Gosh, they're awful. Bad. I'd get ruined for the stuff like that. Some of the stuff. It's just,
should have kept
just
it up.
madness. No, it's like, you know, like the American trends. I'd do all that.
Oh, yeah, the dances and that?
No, I was not a dancer. Like, I can't bust nothing me, like.
So,
you're a good dancer though, aren't you?
I am a very good dancer. Shake my booty every now and
You
then.
do.
20 quid's 20 quid. Just for anyone asking.
It is. I'll do it for a bluey, me.
Yeah.
I'll do anything for a bluey.
Yeah, he's dodgy. So, the unique style of your comedy skits now, how did you go from American trends to comedy skits? Because there'll be a lot of content creators watching this, a lot of young Scouse content creators, a lot of people who'll look at you and be like, I want what he's got, not in a jealousy type, which we will touch on, but in a, I look at you and think, wow, you're smashing it. How do I get to you?
Well, to be honest, lad, when I made that jump, I half just wanted to, like, do something a bit different. And the only person I seen other than that was Tom Logan. We obviously know Tom, don't we? He was doing the Pingu stuff. I thought, I'll do one about, like, Mike Wazowski. So in all honesty, I probably copied Tom. But that's just what you do, innit?
He's a grateful.
Yeah.
You're still like a creative. You take a creative idea.
He's very close friends to us, isn't he? So I stole that idea off Tom in the sense of doing that type of, like, I'll go for the Scouse route. And it worked. And then I just kept doing it. And then I thought, I can't really do these, like, little things like what Tom was doing in the Pingu and the green screen stuff, do you know what I mean? So I took it to the actual camera. And I just did one video. I think my first ever Scouse video where I was on the, like, face camera was, I think it was when you take a grafter to tea. and it did unbelievable. But obviously at that time, it was just a joke for me. Like, I posted it and I was in work for the rest of the day. And I didn't see it until I got home.
And what did that feel like when you got home and you looked at your phone and you went, what
and my
the
whole
fuck?
everything blew up massively, like all my Instagram, and me TikTok was just booming.
What did you do in that moment?
I thought in my head I just need to captivate like on that
Really?
straight away, yeah. Because I thought I'm getting this now, so and it's worked. So I posted another one, and that did just as well.
Wow, and then
So I
that's
just
where the
carried on, and
consistency
that's where the
came.
consistency came from, yeah.
Wow, that's so interesting listening to you from your first video to go, oh my God, it's worked. Do you think if it never worked and it never blew up the way it did, you wouldn't have carried on?
Probably not, no.
Wow.
Because I wouldn't have known. Do you know what I mean? That in a sense, like all my life with me mates and that, they've like I've been like quite the funny kid. You know what I mean? That's not even to lick my own ass, but I am just I'm just hilarious. Like I am. No, but I have been that. I have
funny.
Lad, I have been that. I have been that with all my mates. So I think if I hadn't have blew up there, I wouldn't have felt like people find me funny as well. Do you know what I mean? So then I would have just probably half left it because I wouldn't know what would make people laugh. So therefore, on that, I just jumped straight on it because people obviously love it. And lad, I read every single comment, even now.
Well, maybe that could be a little bit problem down the line if you get some negatives and positives.
Yeah, but I'm not asked about what people say, mate. I've had the bollock head, I've had all that. I've had everything you can think of.
Well, one thing I want to mention is, you know, one of your most famous videos is obviously Scouse generic. You know, a lot of them do well.
Yeah.
Do you think it resonates because of the Scouse background and like the grafter video, for example? We all know
it's
our
very
city. It's very fun. Yeah. And a lot of people can resonate with it because it's we're laughing at it, or
you're laughing with it.
You know, we grew up with it. Yeah,
I think recently I've like took like kind of a bit of a diversion because as much as like I posted all the videos of like grafters and you know the Scouse stereotypes and stuff like that, like for me, that don't resonate with me at all. Do you know what I mean? I'm just doing it because I find that funny. Like I'm not a grafter. Do you know what I mean? So, like I don't do that.
Merseyside, please.
Yeah, innit?
Not a grafter.
Yeah, nah, listen, I'm not a grafter. I don't sell poly. I don't sell haze. It's not me. Don't stop me on the street. No, but I don't do that. So for me, like I've started going like the route where like it's relatable to everybody, but it is just Scouse. So it's kind of like I'm just being myself, but it's relatable to everybody. So like the Scouse spider. Now, that video did unbelievable for me, like because I was not going to post that video because for me, I didn't like it. But obviously, the 3 million other people did. So it did unbelievable, which is, to me, I'm not really asked about views as such. But for me to post that thinking it was going to be shit and for it to do so good, like from then onwards, I thought, right, that's got nothing to do with the typical Scouse stuff, do you know what I mean? So I just thought from then onwards, I thought I'll take a bit of a route where I'm just doing relatable things, but it is just Scouse.
It's funny because you mentioned a video that you didn't like personally about yourself and you didn't want to post. Funny story. My most viral video, it went all across the world, globally viral. I'm gone.
Yeah, no,
I didn't want to upload that because at that time,
because how far that's gone.
I at that time didn't want to upload it because of the opinion of others. Squeaky loud Scouser. I was thinking I'm gonna get the back ripped out of me, yeah. And I've probably never said this, but it's so interesting. As a creator, you think your opinion's so valid in terms of no one will like that. And then they're the biggest videos.
Yeah, it does. It did, and that video did change everything because, like, I think a lot of kids who come up to me are like, "Oh, what's happening, Polly fella?" Like that's what I get a lot of kids. Do you know what I mean?
He's not a grafter.
I'm just not a grafter as well. Like, don't get me wrong. Back in the day, I had a few, little whiffs and that, but I don't do that no more. That's not me.
Okay, so I've got one question. Are you a Scouser?
Well, to me, and the lad, I've lived here since I was 3, so I wouldn't go. I've never said like I am Scouse. Do you know what I mean?
No, I've got to ask it because it's in my brief.
Yeah, I know. But the thing is though, like I don't know. For me personally, I would say no, not really, but I'm just going off based on what everyone else says. Because to
you
me,
said
like
you don't
I've
care what
here,
other people think.
But I'm just going. Yeah, but I wouldn't go out there and say, yeah, I am a Scouser, because apparently what makes you a Scouser is you need to be born and bred here, right in the heart of Liverpool.
Where was you born?
I was born in Nottingham, me.
Was you?
Yeah.
I didn't know that about you.
So all my family live in Nottingham. It's only me and my mum who live up here.
Wow, why did you choose to come down here?
She just liked me there. She said, see you after.
Normally it's the man.
She went, I'm going for the Scouser. She just went, nah, I think, I don't even know the backstory behind it. Like, but yeah, my man and my dad just had a bit of a divorce and that. Just a bit of a divorce, like they divorced. And then we moved up here, but I was only like, I'd literally free. 2 free actually. So like to me, like I've grew up here. You know what I mean?
Coming down to
my mum smashed it.
Coming down to the Swanee, getting
know,
dirty with it in Liverpool.
Yeah. Started off.
So
now
like you coming from Nottingham to Liverpool is so blowing my mind, because I was like, I don't know where you're from. It's like you're an industry plant you've just been put in the system.
I'm
and
not
you
even
just
real.
spawned.
Lad, I'm not even real.
You're a grafter.
What? Nah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Being funny and cultural identity. I have this in my brief and I want to ask you. It's like, why do you find that your main thing to be funny? I feel like I've had one comedian on, Jamie, and I asked him about, you know, I think the line is them being funny is like the clown's tears. Do you why do you want to make people laugh so much?
I just think for me, I find a lot of like happiness out of making other people's lives better. Not just from like laughing. Like I've always all my life put the person in front of me first, and I have myself. So by making people laugh, it makes me feel better about myself. And it's not that I'm down. I'm not a down person. I'm a very happy, energetic person. I always have been. I don't really have dull days really, because I'm so focused on making the next person happy. Do you know what I mean? So that keeps me going, and I just like making people laugh. Like I don't know, it gives you like, what's it, the endorphins? It gives you stuff like that when you hear someone laughing at something, you just being yourself.
It's quite interesting, because when you say endorphins, it's quite a selfish want. I've got the same when I help people. It's a selfish desire.
Yeah.
You want them endorphins to release so you feel good by making others feel good. Do you ever have that guilt?
Yeah, but you're helping though.
Do you ever have that guilty pleasure of like, am I doing this because I want that feeling, or am I doing this to...
Yeah, I do. I think sometimes when I think like further into like life about content and stuff like that, I feel like, am I doing this for myself, or am I doing it just to please others?
And is that where it comes unhealthy? Yeah,
it probably does, to be fair. But in the sense that, I don't know, I don't really care, to be fair. Because I just like making people laugh. And I think for me, that's just how I've always been. And for me, I think that's where my life's going to take me, in the sense of like, I want to become a comedian. Like,
you talk about making people laugh, and you've just said in the next 4 years, you want to be in a position where you're a lot better in life. What's that position look like? What is that for Sam Tay? Where? What clothes you wearing? Tell the audience too, like, because they'll be looking at you, you're 24, you've got a child, you're very successful, lad. You've got a family, you've got an house, you know, but you're looking for more at that stage. And some people watching this won't even have that stage you're at.
I do. To be honest, like, I'll just going off that, like, 4 years, in 4 years, I want to be where I want to be, but I don't have...
You will be where you want to be.
Yeah, this is where I was going on to. I don't have that confidence in myself. Yet. I don't know, and that's what I'm trying. I think for me, that's what I need to work on in order to, because for me, lad, life is so short. Like, so short, lad. And I think everyone goes, oh, here we go, cliches, fucking chatting out his arse here. But life is so short, lad. And I've dealt with that firsthand in my past. So for me, like, I just want to do what I want to do to just continue being happy. And I just want to get where I want to get to continue being happy. But in order to do that, if I always have to deep it a lot more to quite, like, I have to deep things too much to then get in my own head and put myself back at square one. And
procrastinate.
Like, just do it, lad.
Imposter syndrome.
Yeah, that's it. That's me.
Imposter syndrome.
Yeah, I've ruined my own progression. You know what I mean?
You though?
No, but I do in my head. Like, even though I'm not doing it.
Give me an example. Give the audience an example, because there'll be so many people who'll sit here and watch this and relate to you, Sam. They'll be like, oh my God, I get to a position in my life and I say I don't belong here.
Well,
so give me an example.
Well, lads, I've bought fucking all the gear with no idea. With all the gear, lads. Camera, everything you can think of to literally go out and do what I want to do. And I've not moved. I've had it for a month. I've not touched it. Not once. It's in that bag there. I've bought it again, Ryan. And I've not touched it.
Yeah, but...
It's just got pictures of me fucking son on it. Yeah.
But...
That there, though, for me, like, that's just me going, right, I'm going to go and do that now. I'm going to go out and record this video. I want to do this video. And me get to it and go, what if that video don't work, though? And I literally ruin it before I do it. And that's by the video.
I feel like it's a common creative thing.
I think it's a common thing in all people. I feel like...
How do we get past that? How do we get through it? Because you're not going to go round it or miss it. How do we get through it?
Don't know, lad. I'm still trying to work that one out. I am. Like, I think for me, lad, like it's easy. It's easy to just. I think my worst. This is definitely it. So I'll pull it back. But my worst problem is if I don't just do it, I'll never do it.
This
Do
a
you know what I
Nike
mean?
advert.
Lad, get me sponsored.
Hey, Nike sponsor
Do you know what I
this
mean?
pod.
Shantae, fucking baldy. No, but if I don't just get up, like right now, like I don't know, if I was to just absolutely 2-foot that camera, if I don't go and do it, I will never do it.
Please don't.
No, I'm not going to, because then I'm going to be set back quite a lot of time,
Yeah.
and I'll never be invited here ever again.
Hey,
And that's me.
but okay.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I know that's so cliche to say, but like, I struggle with the motivation to get up. But once I'm there, I'll absolutely kill it.
What I'm getting from you is you're your own worst enemy.
Yeah, I am. Yeah, but I am, and that I've just like that is me though, because like me saying that I get pleasure out of making other people laugh. Like, that's what makes me happy. And to be honest, I feel like that's quite sad. Do you know what I mean? Because like other people's emotions like reflect my emotions. Do you know
Have you
what I
ever
mean?
done therapy?
Nah. I don't need it though. I don't think so. I've had therapy when I was younger though.
You just
but
give me 3 different answers.
Nah, yeah, Sean. I don't know.
You said, I don't think so. I don't think I need it. I had therapy when I was
Yeah, but
younger.
my therapy was for when my brother passed.
I totally understand. But I'm going through therapy right now.
Oh yeah.
And a lot of the questions you're asking or putting into the universe can be helped massively by someone who's not related to you, doesn't judge you, doesn't have a personal opinion on you, but they can connect the dots.
Yeah. I just, for me personally, it's something that I've never really thought into. So
Why?
that's my answer.
Do you feel
It's not that I don't know, because I think I had therapy when my brother passed away, and although that's something like so different, it didn't help. I just dealt with it myself. Like even now, like even till this day, like my sister and stuff and my dad, they had to talk to someone because that helped them. But I just got on with it, like I do everything.
For me and the audience, for who don't know you, can you explain about your brother?
Yeah. Well,
What was his name?
Liam.
Liam.
Yep, Liam Taylor. So most people, if you search it, it'll be all over the internet. It was. I was 14, he was 16, and he went to a festival called Outbreak in Coventry in November, and the worst thing is, right, is for me, I'm very open, me lad. Like I've got quite dark humour. Me and my sister do, like about my brother, but that's the way we deal with it. You know, horrible him, you know. About me, his brother as well.
Nah.
Rough.
Nah.
Man, he's laughing.
Nah,
I might have to go and have a little minute.
Me.
We do have dark humour though.
He just said me and me shit. Honestly, I need to get off from this podcast because there's no way you just done that. Oh my God.
We do. We have quite dark
No
humour about
way,
it.
we've just been going to an emotional thing and you
Yeah,
just
but
went,
that's my light of
I
it.
get it. I get you now.
But you know,
But
yeah.
you just, I'm a viewer right now and you just made me laugh in the audience,
Which is great.
which is great. But at the same time, we're even at serious moments and you're, let me just take 10 seconds. Carry on, go on.
Right. So yeah, I don't even know where I was up to. Where was I up to? Just deaf, man. It's rough. It's rough. Someone get me some tissues or something.
I'm not laughing at the moment. I'm laughing at you. 'cause
What, my
when you
response
laugh,
to it?
You go red.
Have I just gone red raw like a little tomato?
Okay. No, honestly. So he
Why
died in
have
a
I
festival.
just said tomato as well? Who am I, lad?
So he died.
Yeah, he died in a festival. So
How?
that was what I was about to say before I started saying we've got dark humour and that. But to this day, which is mad, like we don't know.
You
Like,
don't know.
We don't know. So
It's not.
in a sense,
not being
it's not like it's not been like gone over by police and that. It's more like we know how he died, but we don't know how he died. Do you know what I mean? In the sense that like, so it was drugs related, but we were told that he had 2 different types of drugs that I won't say in his body because I don't want people to just assume he's some smackhead. Bear in mind, this was the first time my brother had ever touched drugs in his life, which for me, because he was so against them. So
young too.
so young, 16. First time he's ever touched drugs, and he dies from it. So for me, like, even the week before, like, he was saying, listen, don't ever touch stuff, like, it's disgusting. Like, he was so against it. Like, he found it horrible. Like, he found smoking and that horrible. It's disgusting. So for me, I was so taken back by hearing that that's how he died. So for me, we got told that he'd been spiked and he died. So he had something called Marvin syndrome or Marfan syndrome.
What's that?
It's like his heartbeat beats it like an irregular beat.
Okay, so
it's like it beats
okay.
differently to
Yeah,
everyone
to
else's.
a normal human.
Yeah, to a normal human. So the two things he took, one took him up, one took him down, his heart rate.
Wow.
So then he had cardiac arrest.
And no one was there to support.
And no, we got dragged out by two people out of this festival.
Like a bouncer, like security.
I know, by two random people
Okay,
who were
yeah.
going to the toilet. Because you can imagine an arena like a circle, can't you?
I've been to festivals before, and it's
You know, like at the
cramped.
outside
It's
is where the toilets are and all shit
and
like
it's
that.
just, it's not it's fun and boss with your mates, but it's cramped in the inside, so that's where he was.
Yeah.
And
So
then
he
to
was
be
in the
dragged
inside,
out,
yeah.
It's like,
And then he got dragged out. So somehow he made it. He made himself like get to the outside, like, you know, that before you go outside, that little weird bit where they sell the scran and that.
yeah.
He got to there, but he collapsed against the wall. Like, I've never seen the video, but my mum has because it's all on camera. And then he got taken to like the hospital tent, and he got resuscitated there, and he was like awake, but not really, just awake, not speaking or nothing. And then an ambulance came and took him again, but he went back into a cardiac arrest.
In the ambulance?
And he died in the ambulance, yeah. 16. And then obviously my mum found out in the morning, but I was down at my dad's visiting my dad for Halloween. Just a Halloween party just gone.
You were too young to go to the festival?
I wouldn't have gone to the festival. It was like a fezzy. You know
That's what I mean, no,
proper
but you were
fezzy.
too young, you were
I was,
14.
yeah. But I was going to reel it back as well, because he got knocked back at first. So he was saying that they said to the bouncer, said, "You're too young, mate. That's not your ID, that." And then somehow someone passed the bouncer door from inside, and he let them in, and he died. So I think my mum to this day, that they got sacked, like.
The security?
Yeah. But even till this day, like, we don't, for me personally, I don't like have any closure from it, if that's the right word. But for me, lad, I just think,
Is he still questions unanswered?
no, I don't think so. For me, lad, I'm quite, like, I said this to me baby before, so, like, I'm such an open book. And like I said about, like, the dark humour stuff, like, that only come, like, after, like, three or 4 years ago, that I started, like, becoming a bit more open. Because for me, lad, I've always said this, like, everything happens for a reason, for me. Because, and it sounds horrible to say that, but, like, if my brother hadn't have died, I wouldn't be who I am today. Because I had to grow up at 14 and get a grip of my life, because I had to look after my ma and my sister. So that literally shaped my life, and it shaped who I am today. Because for me, I do everything I can do because my brother never got to do it. Do you know what I mean? So I think that's why I just think if I don't do it, like, I'm selfish in a sense.
Do you feel like you put so much pressure on yourself because sometimes you're living your brother's life for him?
I don't know, you know, like, I don't really think about that, to be fair, but yeah, I, in a way, probably, lad. Yeah, I think because I had to become that big brother. Do you know what I mean, to my sister? So I had to, like, take over that role without wanting to. So I think that changed my life anyway. So, like, being a kid and going back to school and that, like, after something like that just happens to you, like, it does change your life, lad. It changes everything. It changes, like, perspective on life, doesn't it? Like, for me as well, like, that's why I'm so, like people in school used to say, like, why are you such a happy person? I said, because what's happened to me, I can't change. There's nothing I can do about that. I think that's who I am today. Like, that's why I do what I do, because I think, I don't know, I think laughter's the only way to cure, like, sadness for me.
It's so interesting, that. It's so interesting seeing the side, yeah.
Yeah, because no one gets to see this. They see this, yeah, I'm not all right, yeah, Polly there. Like, that's the side that everyone sees. Like,
I
as a
didn't
joke.
know you had a brother that died.
No one does. No one really
didn't
does.
know-
I don't get
I
to speak
didn't-
about it because I do the skit, don't I?
It's so interesting, that. I just need 30 seconds to process it, because it's so, like...
It's a life changer, and I think sometimes when I tell people that, they can see why I am the way I am. Do you know what I mean?
It definitely
like I'm
opens you
fucking
up more
weirdo, but-
in terms of like understanding Sam Taymor.
Mm.
Like, do you feel pressure in any way? How do you feel about it as a 24-year-old man now with a kid and with a missus, and like I can not even imagine what that'd do to me, losing a brother.
Yeah, a lot.
How-
It is.
And that happens to a lot of
No,
people
it
in the
does, it
world.
does,
So how have you coped with it? And how do you cope with it now? Because it's still on your mind. You still think about it.
I think about it every single minute of every single day. It doesn't leave your brain. It never will. Like, I think I said to my mum, I said, like, because my mum will naturally blame herself for letting him go, which she does, but it's not her fault. And she knows that. But like I said to my mum, I said, like, going forward, like, it's not about just getting on with life, because although you have to do that because life just goes on. I said, you just learn to live with the pain, and that's just half what it is. For me, like, having a baby now and looking at my son and having my bird who has changed my life in general anyway, and having a house to live in. Like, I do look back because it's hard, innit? Because you do half think, I'm never really my son's not gonna know his uncle. But then in the same sense that I would make sure that he does feel that way, do you know what I mean? And knows him. But it does put a lot of pressure on you because, like, I feel like I'm carrying on that generation myself.
It's quite so interesting. You've just said something there, like, my son won't know his uncle. But what hits me hard is you knew your brother, but you never got to know him as much as you could have.
No, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, so like even now, like, you know how people say, like, do you remember when you were 6? I couldn't have.
Exactly.
I can't remember
in
that.
a childhood.
Do you know what I mean? So like, although there's videos and shit of it, like yeah, I only remember the last, like,
probably 3, 4, 5 years, like,
yeah,
teenage.
Yeah, fully, yeah. So like, I
So
was what,
interesting,
10,
that.
and it's crazy, lad, because there's so many things. Like, I'll show you a picture after, and someone took a picture up in the festival like that, just of the stage and the stuff, and there was one single beam, and it was straight on my brother. And like, I'm a very spiritual person, me, like myself, like, but I've naturally become like that because of losing my brother. But I'll show you. It's a mad picture because it's the only laser beam that hits the
hitting
card,
him.
and it's him about an hour before he dies. Madness. It's crazy. But like I said to you, lad, I think everything happens for a reason. And like, we've been to, not many people believe in mediums and stuff like that, but our family do go to them. Like, this is a side that no one sees of me.
You've changed it though. You've changed such a. It's a horrific, scary event into a positive.
Yeah.
You've
But
changed
that's
it into a positive.
unfortunately, like, for me, it's not been a positive aspect of my life, but I've had to turn it into the sense that I can't stop because you never got the chance to. Do you know what I mean? You never got the chance to do half the stuff that I'm doing. And I think if I don't make something of myself, although I wouldn't let him down anyway, if I did nothing, I just feel like I need to keep going the way I am so I don't let him down.
You have so many whys in life
That's
that
it,
you are going to succeed.
No, I am. I
But
just put myself
feel
down.
It's not so much down, it's pressure.
Yeah.
You're putting yourself under so much pressure.
This is a
reading your
therapy
energy.
session here.
I'm reading your energy. I'm feeling
Still
it.
therapy.
You don't think of an idea and put it down. You think of what can go wrong because of the pressure you've got
Yeah,
on your
that's
own
me,
shoulders
Yeah.
to create the life for
but
your mum, your
How
family.
do you know? How do you know that? Like, just by talking to me.
Welcome to Still Therapy.
Yeah, Still Therapy,
nah,
new
I'm
little
only,
episode.
I'm only joking.
No, but how do you know that? Is that just the way that I've obviously gave it off?
No,
Or-
I'm not too sure if
Because
I'm
you'd change
really
your mind
honest.
if I took my clothes off, you know.
I'm not too sure if I'm really honest. It's more or less, I feel like I'm very good at, I think it's human psychology where I can just read people's emotions.
I'm good like that.
I just feel a lot of pressure on your shoulders.
I'm good at stuff like that. Like I know you fancy me.
How did you know?
I just, lad, it's the eyes. Lad, you've not stopped looking at me all
Lad, I'll
podcast.
be dead honest. I'm not into balls. Hey,
I could be your third bollock, you know. Well, I could.
lads, if I was getting on you, I'd be like, am I getting on me dad? Or am I
Lad, you know what's rough, lad? People come up to me and that, and I tell them I'm 24. Lad, you should see the jaw, lad. I've never seen it go so far down on me. Like,
Lad, you should start a
I look about
Botox.
42, you know.
You should start
I
Botox.
look the opposite way round.
You should start Botox for balls.
Botox or balls.
You should.
I might just leg the content off and go and train
You know what he
and
said to me
fucking
outside?
hair
He said,
transplants.
lad, should we just leg all this off and just neck?
I reckon, lad, it's not a bad idea. Like,
he is like, honestly,
you've got the same humour, though, haven't we?
I think humour's the universal language, apart from sign language. You know, everyone can laugh. You know, if we're laughing at each other, with each other, against something, laughing's the best thing. I'm just so intrigued by you as a human. But I just...
You do like picking brains, though.
Yeah, but
that's you, innit?
That's
you like
how
to
I
get to
learn.
know people, innit?
Before I move on to the next subject, which is about parenting and content creation as a mix.
Go on.
Breathe. Stop putting so much pressure on yourself because you're going to be dead in 100 years.
I know.
So,
Yeah, I don't know.
like, these ideas, I get it. You want to succeed. I've got goals. You've got goals. Producers got goals. Everyone's got goals. Everyone watching the Still Gang. Everyone. But, man, like, this pressure, turn it into motivation and fuel, not a weight.
Yeah. I know what you're saying. Like.
Pressure to perform, not pressure to be crushed.
I know this stuff. It's about how
but
to
you've got
turn
to
it into.
recite it to yourself every day. Believe you are the best.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm not even joking.
No, I know what you're saying.
You've got to say it to yourself.
No, I know, and lad, it's about speaking in it. Once you speak something, like,
but
it's
believe
like,
it.
Yeah, you've got to speak it.
You're the best. You're the best at making skits. You're the best comedian in the world. I don't care what comedian it is. You've got to believe that, because if you don't, how do you expect others to?
Yeah, that's true. No, it is true. You're not wrong. Still therapy.
So believe.
No, you are.
And this episode is sponsored by Better. No, I'm only joking. I'm only joking. Parenting and content creation. You know, you say you're giving yourself 4 years. I'm not saying it's a 4-year deadline, but you're giving yourself that time frame to achieve things. And obviously, in the middle of that, you're working full time. You're a full time dad, and you're doing content, and you're gonna push comedy. How the duck do you bloody do that?
Because I don't know, lad, to be fair.
Well, take me
now
through,
that I think about it,
your day.
Well, lad, I work in a care home, so my days, I work 2 full days, 14-hour shifts. You can stay over for both nights, but you're looking after children at the end of the day, so your day is full of work. Sometimes it's not, sometimes it is, but your job almost doesn't feel like a job. But they are long days, so for me now, I've got a baby. Even just being away from my bed for so long, like, we live together, so we're like best mates, so that's already a bit of a shit thing. But now I'm a dad, lad, it changes everything now.
It feels like as much as you're doing well by being in the care home with the children, you're being ripped away from your son.
Massively. Yeah, because my bird, she's took over it all, like, and I praise women, to be fair, you know, we do stuff like that, like, because full-time mum's crazy. I don't know how people do it, me. And, like, they do say men get it easy, and you're not wrong, like, they do, but I think women don't think about how men take it as well, like, because it is rough. I don't want to be at work. I don't want to be working all the time. Not that I work all the time, like, I've got time to do content, I've got time to see my son and spend time with my babe, but, like, you just have to go back to work and crack on with life. Do you know what I mean? And that's, like you said there, it gets ripped away from you, doesn't it?
From me looking into your life, I get a feeling that, you know, it's hard for you both to sit down and think about what both of you are going through, because you're always doing.
Yeah.
Right now, there's no time for you two.
Yeah. That's exactly what it is.
How are you going to create that?
How
are you going to create that safe space for you two?
Lad, that's the thing though. Like, I think while I'm still working, like, it is about taking that jump of, like, not working anymore and putting my full effort into full-time content creation, and then obviously working towards being a comedian, because I want to be on stage and stuff like that, because there's such a side that nobody actually gets to see of me, like I said to you before outside. I think I've repeated it again before. Like, there's only a snippet that you actually get to see of me doing the skits. That's just a snippet of my personality. Like, I'm a fucking weirdo. Like, I am. Like, one night with me, lad, and your ass will kill. Like, I'm telling you, know. No, but I am. Like, I am a weirdo. And that's it. Like,
there's nothing wrong with being a weirdo, though, because I like weirdos. I'm a weirdo. We're all weirdos. Lad, you fancy me or something? Like, we've locked eyes like 14 times. And when he said, I'm a weirdo, he kicked me under the table. He kicked me and went like, I'm a weirdo.
He's playing footsies with me down here.
Oh my God, I've got no socks on. It's scatty. He hasn't washed his toes. He came straight from work. It's horrible.
I've got hairy feet, haven't I?
So, talking Scott, I hate hairy toes, but my missus has got them.
Your
Nah,
beard's
I'm
got hairy.
joking, I'm
Oh,
joking. She'll kill me
that's
for
mad that you're cheating on me, like.
that. Speaking about that, rewards and
What,
encounters.
cheating?
Yeah,
Hey,
no, rewards and encounters in life.
Yeah.
As much as, you know, your day-to-day is rammed, work, content creation, being a full-time dad, being a full-time partner, it's full.
Yeah, people forget that it's a full-time thing being in a
Let's
relationship.
flip it to the positives, which I'm not saying that isn't, but the rewards in life, the rewards of getting to do your job, the rewards of coming home
it's
to
great.
a loving family.
Yeah, it's great.
Talk to me about them, because I haven't got that right now. I still live at home with mum and dad who love me, but I haven't got my own family.
Yeah. Lad, it's great because you like you said to me before about having pressure. Like, I enjoy that pressure at times. Like, I get to come home to me missus and my son, and like it's the happiest thing ever because for me, family's everything. And like, not only that, lad, like that's my family now. Do you know what I mean? I live with my family. Like, it's such a big step at the age of 24 for me.
It's cool, like, bro.
Yeah, it is.
You get to go home, and when everyone's in bed, you just get in your knack.
Lad, I'm just bollock the minute I walk through the door.
Lad, I'll be honest, if I looked at you bollock, I'd be like, why is this testicle on his head?
Lad, it's mad, like, they're both red raw as well. After a good bashing session. That's another great thing. Like, no one talks about that. Bollock when you can.
Come
But
on,
it's a bit
bro.
weird now my son's there, like. So
let's move on from that. Your son's gonna watch this in the future. It'd be great.
Oh, that is great shit.
Let's move on from that to, you've brought a family into the world. You do social media. You're in the public eye. People come up to you. You've got a family. People come up to you when you're with your family too. How do you find that?
Yeah, I mean, for me, like, me bird, she's not like, she loves what I do, and she
It's not just
pushes
you
me
anymore.
No, yeah, that's what I mean. So she pushes me to do that, but she doesn't like she wouldn't want Teddy to be in the public eye. Don't get me wrong, because why would you? Do you know what I mean? Because there are weirdos out there.
Yeah.
There are some proper wrong-uns, like. And you never know what's going to happen, do you? You got to still lurking.
Yeah.
Coming round.
Yeah.
No, but it is, like, and that's the thing for me. But, like, I love it when people come up to me. Like, I actually do, because I always think, like, you're the person who's got me where I am now. Do you know what I mean? What do you want? You're dying to neck me, and you need to chill, you know. You need to chill.
Honestly, you need to go on stage and just sit there and not speak.
Why, lad? What have I done?
No, lad, I think you're just boss.
No, it's because you can see your reflection in my head, Lad, he's just realising how fit he looks in the reflection of me planet.
I'm not even looking at you. I'm just looking at that beam on your head. I'm just like, no way. Nah.
There we go.
Lad, I was getting proper tummy pains there. Oh, lad.
We'll embrace you.
Lad, you've got to own it, man.
No.
You've got to own
Just
it.
stop staring
What
at me.
were you saying? Like,
Take a breather.
compound yourself, right? I don't know why I'm laughing this much, but it's good vibes, man. It's good vibes.
Is.
What was you saying?
I don't know, lad.
All that keeps going through my head.
Lad, the thing is, I'm looking at your
Falling
bar
off
and thinking, that looks belted, that.
Yeah! Like, you're jealous. Nah, I'm losing it, look.
Oh my God, lad.
The day I get there, you are going to message me.
I won't. You're not losing it, lad. What the fuck are you on about? You're the strongest hairline ever.
Okay, so in terms of fan interactions and community interactions, I don't like saying fan, but we'll go with it. What do you think of the world at the minute? You scared of it? Scared to bring your own son up in this today's world?
Yeah, it's mad, like. It is mad.
You don't have to touch on certain topics because, like I said, people get hurt, but...
Yeah, no, I think it's crazy. Like, I feel like, I don't know, there are a few things that you probably can't speak about.
Yeah, is it just scary, though? Like,
Yeah, because, like, it's
to be
changing.
a dad?
Yeah, it's changing now, though, isn't it? Like, the world's changing, probably not in the best way either.
Do you think there's any way it doesn't change and it changes for the better, or, you know, is it...
I don't know, I think, do you know what I am liking at the minute? Is what I've noticed more becoming like a content creator, as you'd say, is that's the way people are starting to strive towards now. Like, they're striving towards being a content, like that's a thought, that's like it's a top job that people want now, though, isn't it? Being a content creator, if you've got the shack to do it.
Yeah, it's just, when does the line come where because I even as a content creator understand the role of electricians, firemen, nurses, or firemen and women.
Yeah.
Like, that's important.
Yeah,
So if everyone's going to be a content creator, who am I going to call when I need someone?
No,
who's
fully.
robbing me house? Stillryan.
Still Tay.
You know, he just, like, I think as a content creator, so where's the line for people when they make that jump to go, actually, I need to do this? Is there a line?
I don't know, because I think that there is half like a little bit in your head where you think, will like things like YouTube and TikTok
die off?
Die off?
Do you think so?
That's what I don't know. That's what I'm thinking. Like, will it? Like, I think TikTok will die off. Yeah, massively.
Really?
Yeah, I think Instagram will be around for forever.
Nah, China own TikTok, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
They're ahead of the game, bro.
Yeah, lad, I know they are fucking too, right?
While I'm scrolling at 3 a.m,
But
lads.
like, look how many apps have done that. Like Vine, Musically, they all went fucking so fake. Like Logan Paul,
Something's different.
he's gone from Vine to being super famous.
Something's different about TikTok. I'm scrolling at 3 a.m.
Stop looking at my fucking head. You fucking can't stop yourself. Get some fucking glasses on in, you know, please.
I'm scrolling and I've got these thoughts in my head, and now the next TikTok, it just delivers it. I speak to me man about a Christmas present. I get an advertisement about it.
Did you not find that weird though?
Well, of course, because you'll get an advertisement about turkey after this podcast. People are like, people say read the terms and conditions. I see Joe Rogan speak about it. I feel in today's world, we may as be open as a book, because there actually is no privacy.
So,
what are you, lad? Just put a full stop in what you're saying.
Oh, go on, sweet. Go on, carry on.
Right.
Go with
about
brief.
my ma.
Oh shit, yeah.
About me ma.
It's not a good correlation there.
And she has about 40 Alexas in the house. Now, don't get me wrong. It feels great going, Alexa, put this on, girl.
She have one in every room.
Yeah. Which is scary, bro. Because I know Jeff Bezos is just listening to me, collecting data, being like, this kid thinks he's doing this.
Yeah, watch him. That's what he's going to do.
Exactly.
Watch him get famous and I'll take it all off him.
Jamie Hutchins said 2026 is me dark year. Jeff Bezos is going to release me Alexa's voice notes. Because I'm just calling it all sorts and everything. I'm just like, come put this tune on, you know. Just like, I'll smash your fella's head in and that's what I'm screaming at it, just saying like, what? Who do you think you are?
I'd wonder what like the weirdest question someone's asked Alexa. I reckon you've done some madness.
But everyone thinks I've got a dark side to me. I'm sick of people on the internet. Jamie Hutchinson, now you, saying I've got a dark side. Jamie Hutchinson said I've got a dark side.
You do though?
What's me dark side?
You've got, like, everyone has one. Like, you fancy bald fellas. Like, I know it.
That's not dark. All the women and men watching this now, that fancy bald fellas, are just going to be like, that's me. He's terrible, him. Alright, I've got a few questions for you.
Go on, sorry, lad.
This episode will go out towards the end of New Year.
Yeah.
What's next year look like for Sam Tay?
I'm just going to smash content, mate. I do want to change. I'm jumping to YouTube. I want to do like, I can't say what I want to do because it's a bit like,
you don't want to give yourself the satisfaction.
No, I don't want to like say it and then it not happen. So I just want to smash YouTube next year because I feel like that's the bigger platform, and obviously that's the way forward in the sense of whatever I do anyway will get posted on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, anything I can do.
You're going to recycle it no matter what, but YouTube's the main push.
Yeah, I want to jump onto YouTube now because I feel like that's where you can, obviously that's a place where you can obviously earn more money than you're on. TikTok pays, but it's not great pay. So I just thought I want to jump to that because I want to do it full time. Do you know what I mean? And I'm looking at trying how, like, seeing how I can actually do that.
This might be a bit of a personal question, but you touched on it with me outside, and I'm going to relay it back to you. Money. You get money in. The first thing, your family, of course, and rent, I'd assume. Yeah. How do you separate any of that money, if you can still, to content?
Well, I've bought my gear, do you know what I mean, for stuff like that. Like, don't get me wrong, I was lucky at the start of TikTok because I did end up like smashing it, do you know what I mean? Like, not even money, like not even like going on about money, but like I smashed the money side of it, like, because I jumped on it early. So like, I earned quite a bit of dough from TikTok in the sense of I banked that. So I was lucky to be able to have that money to spend on and just, you know, put it back into me work. So I
Reinvest.
but the amount of tripods I bought and broke, about fucking 9, 10.
So, like,
but like you said, like in the sense of how do I find that money? Like, of course, rent and family come first. My bird will come first. Baby comes first. But going forward, I think obviously it'll get reinvested into videos and content ideas, and because I always think the more you invest, the more you get out.
yeah, I just think you need to go.
So I'm not.
No,
I'll
like,
just get off.
I
Then.
think
That's
you
all.
need to like just
do
go
it.
for it.
Just do it, yeah. Why don't you help me, right?
How would I help you? How would I help you? How could you see me helping you?
No, come live at ours for a week.
Nah,
See how I do it.
nah. If I
Why?
walked out to you and your knack, mate, and I
Lad,
just,
you'd be not. You should be surprised, you know.
I don't want to be surprised. I don't want none of that in my life. What do you need help with?
I don't. I was going to ask you a question though.
What?
It's about money too, because the people want to know and I want to know.
Thanks for watching, everyone. Nah, go on.
Lend us some dough. I want to know, like,
Get the briefcase out.
yeah. Just a
Give
couple bag,
Jamie a
like,
bluey.
a couple bag won't. I don't mind it. I just want to know, like, because I do TikTok and I get income from TikTok as well as obviously my job and that. I want to know, like, because you don't post minute-long videos, so where does your income come from for you to? Because you are a full-time creator now, aren't you?
Yeah, been full time for 3 years. It's a very interesting question.
And from that first year, you know, when you started being a full-time and you thought, fuck, I'm doing full-time,
Yeah,
was you earning enough dough to just be full-time?
no.
So you took that leap of faith.
I was probably earning on Twitch probably about 2. I'd very rarely earn 3k a month, but I'd earn probably about 2k. And I took that leap because I was like, I've got to go for it. And in the first month, lads, I still remember months now, and I don't want to dwell on them too much because I've got so much more to do and to go. But I remember like having like minus 50 quid in my bank account, and I've got 250 quid to pay an editor, and I'm like, what am I going to do? But to them lengths of always being in my overdraft, or always owing money, or always borrowing, or always just being negative in my bank, I used to ask people around me to do favours for me. Can you come and film for me? So I didn't. What I've learned over the years is what I'm trying to get at is it's all about placement with your resources. It's okay spending $1,000 on a camera, but can you spend $1,000 on a videographer so you've got him for 7 days or here to a point where you get enough footage that'll last you for the next 6 months or the next month or the next 2 months to where you can get another $1,000?
Yeah.
It's all about placement. It's all about placement of the resources.
Yeah.
It's okay having £1,000, but it's what you do with that £1,000. You could get the best media company in the world, but could you cut back and just pay £100 for something?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, I get you, like.
So that's what I've learned over the course of having nothing to now earning. You know,
Where do you earn from though?
Brand deals, self-sufficient.
What's your most income? Not money, like, I'm not asking for a number. Just like, where's it mostly come from? Is it brand deals? Is it?
Right now, I'd probably be working alongside brands.
Yeah.
But you'll notice I don't work alongside brands that I don't
Resonate with?
I wouldn't say resonate. It's more or less, this isn't an offence to anyone that has tried to work with me, and I haven't, by the way. It's more or less, I'm here to do stuff with the money, not just take it and run with it. Yeah, I'll enjoy it, and yeah, I'll buy things, but
you want to continue doing it like with everything?
Exactly.
Like you do with everything?
So it's
like
all
that's
about
something you're obviously you care about, don't
it's
you?
all about self-sustainability.
Yeah.
It's how we can get to a
you
stage.
can still move forward with the
It's
brands.
how we can get to a space where I can consistently every month go, let's give away 10 grand. Let's give away
Have you
10
done that
grand.
yet?
I think the most I've given away, probably over the course, I've probably given away easily over 10, 20 grand. Over
And
the course of me
how
full
do you
time.
get that? So is that your personal money?
My dough, lad.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, how come you never message me like on that day? Because
you're never in town, lad. You know, you're always in the barbers pretending to get your haircut.
Well, I go to the barber and say just a bit off the back, bit off the sides, and a bit off the floor.
But yeah, like it's all about self-sufficient. Mr. Beast does it perfect. He has the rota. We give away, we earn back from sponsors. We give constantly, you know,
that's a good
and
idea.
it's just
See, but I haven't. This is where I'm not at that point in the sense of, obviously, I've got things like my bed, my house. I've got things to pay for before I think let's like my job off and start doing this full time because I've got a lot
it's a
to
completely
lose.
different circle and cycle of life. Like,
But what I haven't thought about is like the business side that you do, because although you are like a great content creator and you're smashing it, you are very business headed as well.
I appreciate that.
Do you know what I mean? In the sense that you know, to do that, I need this much money, but I also need that much money back.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? Like,
it doesn't just come to you in a day, though.
No, exactly. And you've worked for that, haven't you? So
I've wasted £1,000 hiring someone and went, oh no, that weren't right. It's all about learning. I'm all about high risk. The more risk you take, the more reward. And that might mean you lose £2,000 by spending on a media team that aren't good for you and don't work for you, or spending on a content area that goes bust. But it's about learning and taking your lessons on board. So I've, in the past, spent £300 on this. I don't know what. And it will backfire and I've lost £300. But I'll never do that again. And I feel like that's sometimes what people don't take in, is they don't take in the mistakes. They redo them over and over again. There's nothing wrong with making a mistake, but it's all about learning from it.
Yeah.
And now it's having systems in place. So like now, if I want to film a short form, I know who in my team, in the system, how much it's going to cost straight away in my head, how much time it's going to take, who I need to ring, that system, that block system. And to build them systems, you've got to go and do it yourself.
Where did you start though? You started with your iPhone?
iPhone, going in the street, my girlfriend had film, I bought everything myself. I just bought mics and I got out there, bro.
But that's why I wanted to ask that, because like a lot of people out there, I know,
they'll see me now.
But they'll see where you are now, and I loved it. Like, because you know, like we was out the other day. Like I was out with Rogan and Greg and that, Mitchie, Skillen, and we were out with them, lads, and like they're whipping out the phones, and like I love that, because that's where you start, innit,
lads.
And like it doesn't matter what device you've got, as long as you can.
It's not,
you're doing something
lads,
you half love.
Your phone, I still film on my phone now. I film
with most of your stuff.
Short form,
you have cameramen, don't you?
Yeah, of course I do. But like, it's not so much about the equipment; it's about what's in front of the camera and what you're doing and what the.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Where you started is great, because kids, when they grow up and they want to be someone like you or me, mostly me probably.
I agree.
No, I'm only messing. They know that, like, because kids look and think, oh, I'm going to need all this equipment, I'm going to need a camera, I'm going to need a cameraman, I'm going to need all this, but you don't, you just need your phone. And that's it.
Yeah, you don't need the best
There are
equipment.
things that you do end up needing, do you know what I mean? Like you said, time, money, stuff like that. But you can do so much stuff for free. Like, look at me, for instance. Like, I've just used my phone this entire time and I've got where I've got. Same with Ryan. But Ryan's now a businessman, so he needs just fucking... What do you want to wait with Ryan? Fucking cost, mate. Cost money. Like, I'm on his podcast today, but it cost me like fucking £1,000. I don't know how.
Honestly, I see you later. Have you got any socials
lad,
you want to
I
promote?
have just looked on that fucking lad. He's gleaming off my fucking banner thing. Why is he laughing?
Lad, he's been laughing the whole episode because he's like, no way, is he 20 or 40? You're just looking at yourself now.
Yeah, lad, I'm just checking.
Where did he find you, Sambo? What socials? Tell me your name.
At sam.tay on Instagram. No, that's a lie. That's TikTok. At sam.tay on TikTok. And then at samtay.7 on Instagram. That's where you find me, like. And then obviously if you want to know any more links, then
everyone go and drop him a follow. It'll be down in the description. Sambo, I appreciate you coming on. Thank you so fucking much, brother. Still Gang, who do you want on next? We've got an interesting episode next week. We've had Sambo today. We've had the guests on before this. Go and watch them. There'll be a link down below. I'm enjoying it. I'm learning about people. I'm dipping in and out of styles. We're asking serious questions. Let me know who you want. Enjoy the episode, and I will see you later.